Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Stretch Professor. Forgot to press end turn there at the end of that turn. I just went ahead and just did all the building management stuff. Nothing really major there. Just upgrading some buildings. Moved these guys forward just so we can go ahead and end the turn and get to some more action here. Now hopefully Aranessa will take out this. And then I can take it.
I can't play with your phone.
Rory, you already have a Poe over there, don't you? Yeah, you do. Why don't you play with that Poe? Okay, let's go ahead and put him in here.
You need me?
We don't have a sorceress for either one of these armies. Oh yeah, we do. We do have one with her. Okay. Okay, and we already have one person in the office here. Oh, we can go wild hunt.
Let's go play with the big pond.
Campaign movement range. We definitely want that everywhere. Oh, he could go on the wild hunt. Oh, he's not a high enough level. Upkeep for wild riders. And who has the bigger army? I don't know what happens if you win a wild hunt or like what the deal is. I think this dude's, I mean, he does have the bolts of the forest. It's not the worst thing in the world. Wings of the forest is pretty good. Hang on, right? Okay, so this one's actually pretty good. So who is this? Fendel. And this guy's Daith. So we could replace Fendel. Yeah, this guy doesn't have, like, he's got some okay stuff, but not that crazy. Okay, so we could put Durthu in here. The other guy I think is a little bit better. Because we do have some forest spirits in here, right? Yeah. That's, I think that counts as a forest spirit, but Rory, you can play. You can play downstairs if you want. We at least have these, so we get a decent little discount there. Arnold's chosen. Hang on, Rory. I thought that Treeman couldn't go on that wild hunt. But I guess they can. That's what I saw there, right? Well, yeah, he can go on it. That's what it says.
At your service. How can I assist you?
Okay, so he has this Sword of Daith. Basic armor. You need to go to the potty? You say you need a potty, Rory? Definitely want that. A Vols anvil thing, and then probably just the movement. Oh, why is it showing me that stuff if he can't? Oh, you can't have that many ability items? I guess, yeah, there's just a limit. Well, he had some pretty bad stuff, right? He's pretty bad. He does have Wonders of the Forest, but I mean, he's still Durthu. He's still gonna have some specialty stuff somewhere in here, probably, right? Rage of Kurnos. Yeah, I mean, he's got stuff. Okay, then let's put him on the wild hunt. I don't know when that triggers or what happens with that. Then this guy, Ward's army. Okay. All characters, enemy hero actions, success chance minus 10%. I mean, that can be pretty good if we need to put just a tree guy in there eventually.
Lord of Athelloren.
Okay, so I think we got all that going. And this guy, I mean, he's one level lower than the other person, but he just has better points. Like, Bolts of the Forest is really good, and Wings of the Forest is really good for the kind of army that we have going on there. So he's got, like, 3 pseudo-wasted points. I mean, even the 15% movement speed's okay. It's better than what the other guy had. Foe Seeker's a wasted point. So it's basically like 4 wasted points instead of 6, even though he's one level lower. Okay. I think we should be good to go. Can we trade with anyone yet? Empire, Bretonia. Who controls the trade stuff? Which one of these is... War Dancer Feast Halls. Okay, we don't have that yet. Oh, that's freaking Durthu's place, I think, which is still only tier 3. Which is a sad day. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's only 1 turn to grab one of these for 400, though. I want to see what the winter rights are, though. I'll probably want the winter rights instead of this stuff. It is -5 permanently on the Oak of the Ages stuff, too. Like this right here, this melee and missile cav, 15%. Cav, Eagle, and Hawks, that's really good. And that's pretty decent, too. But anyways, okay. I think that's good. Everyone's moved. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna make a play on Sartosa down here with those 2 armies and just try to kind of kill everybody that's in our path down there. Oh, they burned it. Come on, man. So we're going to make a play on Sartosa. And then I guess we're going to start going into Ulthuan with Durthu here, or with Orion. Oh my gosh, they got a Bray Herd? Who are they attacking? To get that Bray Herd. They're just raiding down here? Well, that's annoying, but we can deal with it. Okay. Has done her secret work. Orion storms back into the world once more. Calls a wild hunt to clear the forest of undesirable outsiders. Sounds the horn, signaling the elven and forest spirits to fight in Athelloren's defense. The effects of the wild hunt. Okay, so what? I'm supposed to defend against stuff that's coming in? Winter and Athelloren. So -5, but we get extra charge bonus and melee defense. We get the midwinter rights. Okay. So this stuff is a little bit more expensive than it once was. I definitely want this. That's really good too. So 100% want this one, and then we'll think about getting one of these other ones. There are some good techs that we need to be able to get to. Yeah, especially this one's going to be huge. This 15% income. And getting this little this thing over here, this Elven Court, would be quite nice. We do, guys, I just noticed we have one in one place because the 10% research is very good, especially when it gets doubled. And then the 20% tax rate is pretty nice. I mean, it's like 300 or 400 per turn, but this thing costs like 7,000 or 8,000. So maybe during these summer months, when we get a discount on building, we can try that out. Okay, Bordello over here. Definitely want that, and then I want that. So I don't. What is this wild hunt buff?
These are dark times.
All of those in the army have been chosen by Orion to join the wild hunt. Charge bonus 25, leadership plus 10% for cav, 25% line of sight, extra raising, and constant casualty replenishment rate. Okay. Dang, 100% campaign movement range.
Blade Lord.
What's the objective again? Am I supposed to kill certain things or what? So he just gets that? Okay. And Orion,
The hunter.
so he's injured, but he's still, like, around. Okay.
Ready to serve.
Military presence 19, corruption 18, minus 18. So if I leave this area, it's basically just going to be corrupt. I mean, what if I take that off? Because I do not want to sit here the whole time. Where can I put in at?
The forest calls.
Okay, I think that'll be manageable. Okay, Magrita's fine. Yeah, public order. Places should be fine. Oh my gosh. So much range. So I'm not
I acquiesce to your request.
Oh geez. Yeah, we gotta kill some stuff here. Okay, there's actually a Bray herd.
Ready to swordfish.
We are gonna be hurting for some money, so we might have to delete stuff this next turn. And we can go ahead and get rid of a couple of these buildings and make some space, I think. It does give more sisters. I guess we'll hold on to that. This thing we can get rid of. Definitely have to burn through some cash here, or figure out how to not burn through cash. That's not worth. Okay, Paravon, the money. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn up this tax rate in a lot of places. Arguelon. That's gonna go into negative real quick. Oh no, we need to probably go with that. We gotta have the public order though. We're just gonna have to get this tax rate going while we wait. Okay. I think almost everybody's moved. Where's Alu? Arca, Aka.
I go.
Empire's taking over everything. Bone Rattlers. Oh my gosh.
Ever vigilant. Moving.
What?
You need me? Your coming is ill-starred. Speak briefly, then remove your vile taint from the hallowed halls of Athelloren. By all means.
Okay, so I need to start killing Empire if I want to bro up with her. I want to know what that special building is that she has there. Oh, this. Laurelin Forest. Plant bundles, trinkets, replenishment, +2 for Waystalkers. +2 for Glade Guard, Glade Riders. Okay, so not that great. Not insane. But it is another big forest, which means we can get some pretty good money out of it.
Orders.
Oh, he did take it. Nice. Look at those beastmen running away. Little cowards. We can probably run them down, actually. So I guess with the wild hunt, I mean, it's just a straight, like, massive buff just to run down and kill everybody. That's pretty sweet. Level 4. Oh yeah, we already have damage walls, specialist. Okay. Who's... Okay, we actually do have some melee here, so Call of the Woods is probably worth... Okay, so who is she still at war with? Where's the Redhorn? I don't know where the Redhorn tribe is. They're not at war with me, though.
Fear the pirate queen! I will parley with you, but if I don't like what I...
You're gonna die.
Yes. Friends of the Empire, come. All right.
Lord of the Glade. To arms! By Kurnos!
Really? They're gonna make me fight it? Y'all really think you got a chance, huh? Okay. The sun is peeking out a little bit. Yeah, there's some sunlight. Might get a little sunlight in here. If we do, go outside, hang out with the daughter for a little bit. Okay, so we attacked with this guy so that he can occupy, and then Durthu hasn't moved, and then I'm going to run Durthu down and see if we can fight the Beastmen. I don't know if we really want to do 20 on 40 or whatever their little Bray herd has, but we can take a peek. Fine. What is he on a? He's on a horse, right? Okay, and then.
Silent sentinel. Way watchers. Defenders of Athel Loren. Blade guard.
Your command. Ever ready.
Blade guard. Armed and ready.
Oh, those don't even have Vanguard? Oh, boo. What the hell? Alright.
Blade guard.
Wait, weren't the Way Watchers? Yeah,
Eager
what?
and ready.
Oh, he can go out there. Can he Vanguard?
Stand ready.
Can't Vanguard either. It's a sad day.
War dancers. Immediately.
At pace. Bows of Athel Loren.
Try these sisters out.
Orders. Tireless.
Something tells me this is not going to be that close. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Quickly. With haste. Athel Loren. To the fray.
one of my Weight Watchers got kind of messed up there. How did I even get caught?
Eye away! The forest calls! Way Watchers, armed and ready! Quickly! Carlos, guide us!
Armed and ready.
This instant! Children of Isha, attack!
Oh, how are my sisters getting so hurt?
Yes! With haste! At speed!
As you say!
Well, they're certainly doing a bit more damage than I thought they would.
Guard us!
This instant. Twist of foot.
What is it, Rory? Oh my goodness. Okay, they're all in the town, so they're dead. What is it? Okay, nice. When regeneration when fighting at sea. Okay. Bumped his head. I think reload time reduction. Rory came out and bumped her head. Alright.
How can I assist you?
Sounds mad about it. Rory, are you mad about it? Ooh, ever-reaching tendrils is pretty important, but... Bronze shield, I mean... What else do we get? Just money from killing stuff, leadership. Oh, we do get a charge bonus. Sisters are a little dinged up. We got 3 birds. These, I mean, these should be able to clean them up hard. We have magic. These guys should do a ton of damage. If we focus out their Minotaur or whatever. Oh, is that fun, Rory? Oh, it tickles you? I mean, these should just get melted. Obviously, these are going to be a little harder with double giant. How much miss resist they have? 50%. Cygor, how much? 20%. These are still not that bad. These little things are kind of problematic. The giants, we can probably deal with them. You know what? Let's go for it. We need to cut money anyways. If this army dies, whatever. We still got another one. All right, let's go ahead and knock him out. The big po's tickling you. Oh, we do get -10 leadership. That is a little rough, but I think we can still deal with it. Bumped his head. I don't know if y'all can hear. Hopefully you can't hear too much. I tried to position my mic in such a way that, which is really cool with this new room, in that she can be on that side, but because it's a cardioid mic, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it and see. But because it's a cardioid mic, you shouldn't be able to hear the other side of it, which is where she is. Oh, we should also have beast magic if we want it. We didn't have hardly any archers. Good job. Man. Wait, why do they start with everything? They don't have to reinforce? They get instant reinforcements? That's kind of annoying. It's actually kind of rough. Yeah, because I don't see any incoming reinforcements, so... Is that a new buff they gave the Beastmen? Because that's pretty significant. Does that tickle you, Rory?
Your orders.
God. How are they all getting in here? So
Sisters of Thorn!
Defenders of Athel Lauren.
oh, they teared my birds.
With
Jesus.
haste. Wildwood Rangers. They will die.
Sisters of Thorn! Swift of foot! Battle ready! At once!
Swiftly.
Sisters of Thorn! We understand! For the eternal realms! Immediately! The forest wills it!
At once.
Speed of Azrael!
Withdraw.
As you say.
Oh my god. I don't understand how they just like ran straight through everything. I thought I was gonna be pretty favored here. Like even their little junk units, like
Will obey!
Swiftly. Yes.
they just got all over my dudes. And it's really these Cygors that are like huge problems. They're just sitting here free firing and I can't really like stop them that easily.
Warriors of Ariel!
Cygors are just wrecking me.
Fire! Way Watchers!
At speed.
Yeah, these little like just level 1 garbage units are just running me over.
Fire!
Release!
Forward.
Ever ready! Way Watchers!
Quickly! Moving swiftly!
Way Watchers!
Going forth. Moving fast.
Onward! Azrael Mage! With haste!
Damn, well I guess that's one way to take care of it. Okay, confirmed. It is the hand-to-hand guys are terrible. These actually put up some decent numbers. I mean, the 188s, they did some pretty good work. So maybe the war dancers are good, but like, not impressed with how much these little tier 1 units were able to come in and just like completely bowl over and bulldoze my front line and get to the archers. Even with it was really these things right here, honestly. Like this stuff just wrecked me. Oh my god, really? He's running into vampiric territory? Hey, what are you doing down there, Ray? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and these were very disappointing too, these Grove Guardians. Everything's just running. I mean, I do have the -10 leadership too. Is a thing. Now, are they going to be able to kill me next turn? Probably. If they just won that fight, they are going to get another Lord back, most likely. And I didn't kill their important units, so it's likely these guys are going to get wiped. I mean, that's fine. I do have another 20 stack over here. Of course, more of these bad units, but yeah, we just got to get the birds or nothing, you know? Oh, that's Elmo, isn't it? That is Elmo, isn't it, Rory?
Flying a kite.
Yeah, he's flying a kite. Now, I could run the heroes out of here. Yeah, he doesn't have a sorceress, so... Now, we could just replace him if we don't want him to die. We'll be back in a similar amount of turns. One of these lords I'm never going to use, like this guy.
Glade Lord.
Yeah, let's just replace him and run the heroes out of here. Because, yeah, we're going to take attrition, too, because we retreated into territory. So, I had to cut one of these armies anyways. I just can't afford it. So, I figured, why not? We'll try a tough fight here.
Impossible.
We did soften him up a little bit. Now, that guy did have way more birds than this army, so...
How can I assist you?
I wish I could hand off more of these birds, but... Wasn't super impressed with the sisters. I think, like, maybe 1 is the right number just for the debuffs, the free debuffs. Like, that is useful, but they just don't put up big numbers, as far as I could see. I mean, maybe I'm using them wrong and all that stuff, but... I think Beastmen usually have a pretty good matchup against Elves. Just because they're so fast. I mean, they only have 45 speed. I don't know, like... I guess the Minotaurs got in there, and, like, obviously the Hounds can get in there, but... The thing, to me, that really changed that was how they kind of got to cheat with their... special army not having to reinforce. They got to start all there. If they were spread out and those Cygors had to walk in slowly and didn't get to start firing right away, I think we could have maybe picked off this first army and won the fight a lot more decisively. But the fact that they got to just magically appear on the field without actually reinforcing, even though it's a reinforcing army, was pretty rough. It was probably winnable if I just played it better, but... We did have to cut costs anyways, like I said, so it's not the end of the world. Getting this would actually be pretty good right now. They nerfed that. I think it used to be 30% at level 1, but there's a lot of other ways to make money now. Okay.
I thirst for the hunt.
Now, how strong is this guy? He's one of the stronger ones, right? Oh, he's ranked 9.
Orion.
I mean, I have to port in somewhere. It's either him or Ulf, the main guy. Warren. So he is the strongest one, but
Prince Eltharion.
he's fighting Kothic and Cult of Pleasure. He has very good defensive stuff too on his properties, I think, but I don't know anywhere else where I can get in. Any other beaches? Is this a beach? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think those are rocks. Rory, what you doing? Okay, right here's a beach. That is like right at the edge though, so that should be a really easy like warm-up one to pick off if I want to mess with him.
King in the woods.
Is he allied with any of the other ones?
No glory. Only suffering.
Defensive ally with... I mean, I could get Kothic to invite me to war to get around that. Okay, well, that's what Sentenchi wanted to see. We're gonna try it. Once again, don't recommend this if you're trying to, if you're newer to the game or you're trying to just 100%, you know, play this for perfect strategic choices. But that's what we're gonna do. I had someone comment. Well, I'll wait till the end turn and then I'll address some comments. That someone had in an earlier episode here, but I record a lot of these in advance, so I don't see the comments right away. Okay, I think that's all good. Can we afford this right now, or do we have to wait? I have to wait a second on that. Anything to build there? Falls Anvil. What are we gonna do here? I don't remember. Just money? Oh, we were thinking like fur or something. I don't know, let's put some money there for now. If you're never sure what to do, just put a money building somewhere and then you can always sell it and change it out for something later. What was that? I was thinking of something else. I'm trying to juggle so many different things. I'm like trying to talk to my wife, trying to wrangle my daughter, corral her. Oh, I just sold it just for money. That's right, I sold the garrison buildings just for money. It's because I've been so hard up for money here. So yeah, I knew the Beastmen fight would be hard. I didn't know they were gonna cheap shot me by giving like free reinforcements, but okay, that's fine. Oh, did we move this dude? Oh yeah, did I want to do that tickles you? Oh my goodness. Good job. Well, we could do this, attacking in a foreign property, and see if we can win that fight against the Beastmen with this. I mean, this is very useful. Because we are going to be aggressive in foreign property, and the campaign movement range is very nice. Can we afford it money-wise? 28... I think so. I think especially because this army is probably going to die that we'll be able to afford it.
Orders.
And we could also just get one of these things, the permanent buff. Melee and missile weapon. I think I could have done that. What are you doing, Ray?
I got.
Okay, be careful with that, okay? Missile weapon damage. I think we'll go for the movement speed one. Will be very nice too. Let's go ahead and get the rights while we can, while we get it pretty cheap. So yeah, I should have done that before I attacked them, and maybe I'll win that if that's the case. I honestly thought we'd be able to win it anyways, once again, because I didn't think that they were gonna have the sort of the, I don't know what else to call it, the soft cheat on the reinforcement. I mean, I've never seen that before, but okay. So the Wild Hunt event just means in the winter time you just get a huge buff on one of your armies. That's pretty much it, as far as I know. Hopefully, like 20 stacks of Beastmen don't show up in Athelloren here with a delayed trigger on that event. Just one army? Oh, maybe I hurt him so much the Bray Herd wasn't able to follow. I thought this dude died. Huh. Okay, we might be able to win this. Yeah, they don't have their serious stuff here. Rory, what is it? I don't remember the Bray Herd mechanic. The changes on SFO. I thought as long as they had 17 units in their main army, and they got to keep the Bray Herd, but I think they changed that. There's no more left. You want something else to eat, Rory? Did you eat everything out of your snack cup? Let's not get the crumbs everywhere, okay? Oh, you're getting them everywhere. Okay. At least these are full health. That's cool. Alright, no. We're done with that, okay? We'll get you some more here in a second, okay? It's just crumbs. We can get you some more here in a second, okay? Some crackers. Well, I took my wizards and everything out of here because I thought this is pretty much a lost cause. I thought both of them were going to be attacking. I mean, maybe that inspired them to attack me without the second army because I took those out. I don't know. Maybe they decided to get greedy because they think they have it. Oh yeah, this is the weak lord too. Weaker lord. Well, I might end up to regret this. Okay, so yeah, this guy's not gonna get the wild hunt buffs. Then. Rory, what is it? What? What? What'd you do? Is your tooth hurting? Did you eat something weird? You need to brush your teeth in a little bit? Oh yeah, what the comments were, sorry, I forgot. I'll address them here in a second. It was basically along the lines of just like, why, you know, you should try to play faster, why don't you play faster, and stuff like that. And my answer to that is I play as fast as I can without cheesing the AI playing on Legendary. I mean, I'm sure there are people out there who can play faster than I can, but if you're not cheesing, like, sometimes maybe I make this look easy, but it's really not for a lot of people to try to do it on Legendary without cheese. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong if you screw up just very seemingly minor things. Why don't they kite back? I'm so confused, like, what's up with that? Okay, hang on a second, Rory, alright? Daddy's working real quick. You want something to eat?
I want some toothpaste.
Oh, you want some toothpaste? Okay. Hang on just a minute, okay? Okay, you gotta hang on a second, okay, Rory?
Bows of Athelloran! Immediately! Sisters of Thorn! Defenders of Athelloran! Way Watchers!
Dang it, I thought I had the birds moving.
Oh, something's missing then.
Something's missing?
Uh-huh.
What is
the
it?
The number's 9 missing.
The numbers are missing?
Uh-huh. The number 9 is missing.
The number 9 is missing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I stand ready. Swiftly, as you say. Move, ready.
But yeah, that was one thing, you know, that's just who I am. You know, I'm just calculated. I try to do the best that I can, but and like I said, I know some people could do it faster. You know, but if I was just sitting there cheesing, just farming rebellions up, or just doing, you know, there's any number of cheese strategies, sure, I could go through 15 turns in an episode, no problem. Run a whole campaign in, you know, 15 episodes, but I just don't like playing like that. I try to play it real, I try to play it calculated, and I try to even make it even harder on myself sometimes. Like, going after that Beastman there, I didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? Like, to try to take on that battle, but I chose to do so. Because I think it's fun to take on challenge. I think it's fun to watch. So that's just, you know, love it or hate it, that's just how I run my campaigns. So that's just how I feel about it. You know, I try to speed it up and go as fast as I can, but I also don't want to mess it up. Because on Legendary, there's no takes as backsies, right? Like, if you've never played on that, you didn't realize that, you can't go back to previous saves. You screw up a fight, you're done. Like, it... Okay, so we might have to fight these guys again, so we need to... So yeah, I mean, the guy was like, no hate or whatever, but I think it would help out your viewership. So that was one thing that he said, if you could go through the turns faster. I was like, I agree, but it also helps out my viewership if I play like quality Legendary campaigns without losing the campaign and without cheesing. So it's just kind of a trade-off. I mean, I just think that it's just really hard to, you know, play it absolutely perfectly. Not that I play it absolutely perfectly, but to play it at a high level without pausing to think every now and then. And then another one was he said something like, why don't you talk more about the lore or whatever? You know, some people watch it for the lore and not just the fighting. I agree, but once again, that's not my identity as a content creator, right? Like, I'm not a cheeser. I'm not a kind of person who just rushes through and plays it on, like, hard difficulty or something. And also, I just don't know a lot about the lore. Like, it's really cool. There's nothing wrong with the lore. I think it's great, but I just don't know a lot about it to talk about it during battles or during intern timers or whatever. I know there are content creators out there that do it, but... So I'd do it if I could, but I just don't know enough about it. That's just not my thing. And I don't have time to go get really well researched on all of that stuff. Although it is very cool, there's a lot of other stuff that I do as well. And I forgot he mentioned like 3 things. Oh, something about just the camera angle, like being a fixed camera angle instead of like... At first I thought he was talking about my, like my camera angle for when I'm like... Did you want me to like move around the camera where people see me? I think to clarify, he probably meant in the battle, so I assume what he means is why don't I zoom in for close-ups and like slow-mo and stuff like that. Once again, it's extremely difficult to do that on Legendary consistently unless you're cheesing. Right? Because I have to be able to see everything that's going on and make decisions. I can't zoom in and just wheel around and stuff like that. Once again, there are content creators that do that. I try to zoom in sometimes, like pretty much once the battle's won. But battles that would be that comfortable where I would be able to zoom in are probably auto-resolvable, and I'm just going to auto-resolve them so I can go through faster. So yeah, I would like to, you know, have my cake and eat it too, but a lot of these things... Is this the reinforcement? Okay, we'll have to do this next time, so I assume this is probably the more... Yeah... This is the Bray Herd armies. I don't know why they didn't attack me at the same time. But now that they're split up, I might be able to beat them. But Anyway, so sorry. I wish I could do that. I wish I could get through 15 turns per episode and explain some awesome detailed lore behind, you know, every lord and every, you know, patch of terrain. You know, and I wish that I could micro all my units perfectly and perform really well in battle while also giving like 360 slow-mo views of all the fighting and stuff like that, but I just can't. So I just do the best that I can. But anyways, okay. So thank y'all very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. We can probably make it happen. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.